Hey guys, so it's been a year since I've bought my drum set. A lot has changed over the time, a lot of adjustments, a lot of getting used to it, getting the feel for it. And I figured I would do a long-term review for you guys to see how it's been holding up and to see if it's worth it in the long run. So continue watching and I'll break down for you the pros and cons of this drum set and to see if maybe it's worth $1,000. So let's get to it. And there you go. That's just a little sound check for how the drums sound now. I'm going to start by talking about just the drums. So as for the snare, I'm still rocking the Tomahawk snare. Absolutely love it. I decided to throw an Evans HD Dry snare drum on it, coated. Absolutely love it. Cracks like a whip. I had never used Evans before, but I think I'm going to be a long time fan of them now. And as for the toms, I actually went with the Evans G2 coated, so a pretty classic tom head. Went with those for all of those. Still have the stock resonant heads on them. They've been perfectly fine. I haven't touched it. Just tuned it up and it just sounds awesome. Still sounds awesome after a year. And as you can see, I did get rid of the second rack tom and I had it in place for this ride cymbal so I have easier access. Much more ergonomic, much more comfortable. So that's a good plus. As for the kick drum, I had a friend recommend me Aquarian drum heads, the Aquarian Super Kick 2 to be specific. And I had also never used Aquarian before, but now after throwing this on here, it's so much fun. Absolutely beefy, super fun to play with. Then a little wild card, I decided to have this little Pearl M80 snare drum. Just absolutely fun to play with. I bought it for like 60, 70 bucks at Guitar Center, and it just sounds awesome, and it's so fun to play. As for the cymbals themselves, I still have the Zildjian cymbals. I've been thinking about switching out the ride. Not sure what I'm going to go with yet, but so far these have held up really nice, and I'm super satisfied with them. Also, one thing to know is I swapped out the felt sleeves for these no-nuts cymbal sleeves. I love it so much. It's built like a tank. It does not come off the cymbal stand. And it doesn't wear out like felts do long term, so that's a good plus. I don't have it set up right now, but I do have more of these splash cymbals that I used to have around the kit. It's just because I've been moving the drum set around trying to figure out what I like, so that's the reason why these aren't set up yet. But yeah, that's just the changes that I've had for this drum set. Now I think I want to talk about what I really like about this drum set. So number one, after playing this for a year, the thing I like about it is just the quality. I've taken it on shows, I've beaten the hell out of these drums, and they just hold up so nicely. The sound is amazing, the tone is awesome, drums haven't warped one bit, and like I said, I've taken them all over the road, I've thrown them around, I've beat them, and they just look like new. Another thing I really like about these drums is the ability to change out heads smoothly, effortlessly. All you have to do is just get a little rag, wipe it off, put it on, it'll tune up perfectly. The bearing edges on these drums are super high quality, and it just fits like a glove when it comes to putting on new heads. So you'll never get bad tuning out of these drums, pretty much. Number two is the finish. So I got this in the Rainforest Burst. I still haven't gotten tired of it. I think it looks awesome. Very neutral in design, but also just very nice and classy looking. Not too loud, not too minimal. It's just right. Then the third thing I really like about these drums is the versatility when it comes to the sound that you can shape. I've been working on some songs, and I've had all sorts of different kinds of drum tones I wanted to go for. where all I had to do really was just like maybe put a cloth on top or just tune it a little differently. You can get like a million different sounds out of this thing. It really is a bang for your buck type of drum set. So those are the things I like about the drum set, but there's also a couple of things that I think could be improved on that would make this drum set just a whole lot better. So the first thing are these racks, rack mounting for the toms. So when I had the second rack tom on there, the weight distribution wasn't that well, so sometimes when I would hit it, it would actually like almost start tipping over. And no matter how I configured it, I could not get the tom to sit right, and so that's one of the reasons why I actually left the tom out and swapped it out for this ride cymbal here. It was also an easy fix. I just put some sandbags in there so it wouldn't tip over. But yeah, a little annoying to deal with. Also another thing, this is really nitpicky, so it's not really a con in my opinion, but the finish on the drum is not seamless. There's a little line, as you can see right here, that goes through because it's wrapped around. It's not one solid finish. Like I said, for some people it may bother them, but the way you have your drum set up, if you're playing on stage, no one's going to see it. So like I said, it's just a really nitpicky thing. So those are my impressions on the Mapex Armory 6-piece kit. Would I buy it again? 100% absolutely yes. This thing is so high quality and it's so good for the price. If your budget is around $1,000 and you're looking for a drum set, I highly recommend getting this drum set right here. You will not regret it one bit. It's been super fun playing this drum set, and I can't wait to see where it takes me from here and how they'll hold up in the next coming years. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. See you guys later.